is Chanel Nicholson. Chanel, yeah, there she is off the back.
My situation had changed over a few years and sort of went off track, but got back on board and have bought my first property in 2022 in Schofields, and now just waiting for my second property in Marsden Park. My current living situation is with my near 17-year-old daughter. We live in a one-bedroom apartment in Schofields. She has the room. I do studio styles in the lounge, and that's a sacrifice that I make to be able to get to where we need to be.
But this is Chanel in her unit. Here we go, Chanel.
I'm going to have 4 walls. I'm going to have my own room. I'm going to have a bit of privacy. But for me to be able to get to where I am, or where I'm slowly getting to, I had to make a few sacrifices. I had to make a few changes. And part of those changes was my income and my wages. He sort of talked about us having to sort of, make more money. And a way of doing that is changing your job. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way, I don't want to change my job. I love my mahi. I love my work. I love what I do. I love helping my people and things like that. And just, it wasn't really an option. But the reason for that is because I was stuck in my comfort zone. And now, fast forward to 2024, and after 19 years I left my job. I thought, the only opportunity for growth for me is I have to get uncomfortable and I have to take that step and step away from that comfort zone. And so I gave it a go and I left my mahi. I'm doing something completely different. I'm in construction. It's way different from working in an office, but the upside to that is I'm now making a lot more money than I was, and I wish I made that decision earlier. But you just had to take that step. Well, I've had to make quite a few sacrifices, but I'm like, it's just a short-term sacrifice for long-term gains. We don't get many visitors anyway because I'm always at work, and that's the sacrifice as well. I'm sacrificing my social life for a little while, just doing the hard yards, trying to work 6 days a week so I can get to where I want to be. A TMAP student that I look up to, her name is Annie. She owns multiple properties. And I'm like, man, I want to be like Annie. Annie's like inspirational and she's really cool. And if she can do it as a single mum, I can do it as well. And I heard a lady from this area that spoke earlier about being a single mum with 5 children. And it's like, yeah, us mummies can do it as well. So that's been an inspiration for me to be able to believe in myself, and that makes me think about challenges. My mum was a single mum as well, had 5 siblings, 5 of us. Mum didn't own property, and when I first bought my property, Mum said, where'd you get the money for that? And I'm like, I know she was proud, but it just wasn't a common thing or a normal thing in my upbringing. So thanks to TMAP, they make us believe that we can do it regardless of what our backgrounds are. And really it's for our future, because I want to create this legacy for my daughter, and I want her to believe that we can do it. And I don't want to work hard when I'm older. I don't want to have to work really hard, and I want to be able to work hard now and do as much as I can, and then be able to reap the rewards later on, and make it easy for my daughter too, because when I was growing up I didn't know any better. I'll be honest with you, all my clothing come from a second-hand shop. I didn't know any better. I lived in the lounge as well, but it was cheap rent, and it meant that I was able to get out of debt, and I was able to get my first property. So it's just all part of the journey. Just wanted to say, there's some of us that are hoping to buy our first property that are here today. There's some of us that have bought our first property, and there's some of you that have bought multiple properties. We're all on that, we're all on that same journey together. We're on that mountain. And no matter where we are on that mountain, we're all heading in the right direction together with the support of our awesome mentor and ecosystem and TMAP. So, kia ora everybody. That's my journey. Kia ora.